So to do the blood collection process, there are three things that you need. You need a wheelie computer with a scanner attached to it. You need a patient with a wristband on it. And you need a label printer. What you can see on launch point then is that there's a little blood drop next to the patient. And if you hover over it, it tells you what bottles you need to. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the 3 bottles off the patient and take their blood. So I've now collected their blood. I'm then going to go back to the computer, which I've already have close to the patient. And at this point it's going to ask me to scan the right patient's wristband. So I'm going to take the scanner off the computer, scan the patient's wristband. What that will confirm is it's the right patient and I've taken the right bottles. I printed to the nearest printer, so I'm going to pick up the labels and take them back to the computer. Okay. And now I'm going to put the labels on the bottles as you normally would. And then to finish the process, I'm just going to scan each label on each bottle to confirm that I've put the right labels on the right bottles. You'll see a little tick appears on launch point to show that they're the correct labels, and then I'll sign it. And that basically takes them out of to be collected and also date and time stamps them for when I took the labels. And there are 3 reasons why we need to do it this way. The first one is for patient safety reasons. So the system is designed with something called PPID, or Positive Patient ID, so it confirms that you're putting the blood labels on the right bottles for the right patient. We do have a number of datexes every month where labels are put on the wrong bottles for the wrong patient, and that means the patient often has to be re-bled, or very occasionally actually gets treated on the wrong results. The second reason is following the correct process means that the date and time that you take the sample is correct in the lab. If you don't do it this way, the lab have to use the time at which you requested the blood samples, which in some cases could be an hour or 2 out from the time the sample was actually taken. And if that's a time critical test like troponin or paracetamol, the patient might receive the wrong treatment because of the date and time that appears on the result. The final reason is that if we follow the correct process, the blood samples are taken out the to be collected section. If we don't do that and the patient is admitted, it often causes problems on the ward where they use the wrong labels the next day, and again the patient has to be re-bled, which is not very nice for the patient.